Hello, my name is Krissana Singh, and I have the difficult task of introducing Catherine Norwood. Attempting to describe Catherine Norwood is virtually impossible. It's hard to put a vivacious personality like hers into words, because when Catherine gets excited, her excitement seems to bubble over into uncontainable joy. She is a person who is infectious and who impacts everyone she meets, brightening their day with a smile and chipper talkativeness. She is also the only person I know that can give you a history lecture on any topic at any point of time. But my words have done Catherine no justice, because she is truly one of a kind person. Catherine is a beautiful, brilliant history buff who has truly blessed the class of 2016 with her quirkiness. But there is no better way to see this than actually listening to the legend herself, so I give you the incredible Catherine Grace Norwood.
It was the mid-2000s. I was chilling out as a lazy lower schooler when my mother gave me simple words of advice that shattered my world forever. You know, Catherine, if you worked hard, you could be successful. She didn't even realize the weight of what she was saying to me. But to me, it became a new rudder in my life. So I worked hard. I got the success. But what have I actually achieved? I have failed to reach perfection. Ever since I was a little girl, I have tried to be perfect in all my roles in life. A perfect daughter who obeys her parents, never causes trouble, and who does well at school. A perfect Bible touter who always goes to church, pays attention to the sermons without fail, and looks perfectly faithful to the masses. And a perfect classmate who is sporty, perky, and supportive. As I grew older, I even began to define myself by how many friends I had, if they liked me, or if guys liked me. Since I did not have a boyfriend, I assumed the guys thought I was not pretty enough, so I tried to change myself into becoming sweet and cute and maybe even overly perky, so I could finally be noticed. At the root, all of these quests of improvement have been for the holy grail of love. I had been bombarded and surrounded by messages of unconditional, divine, parental, and amicable love growing up. But I believed that I, through my own talents and energies, could improve and strengthen this love. In Arthurian legend, only a perfect knight can ever truly possess the Holy Grail. I suppressed the knowledge that I knew in hopes of transforming into Sir Galahad, the epitome of perfection. However, one can never be that untarnished, and I can never be Sir Galahad. So how did I finally grasp this revelation? A bolt of lightning, an angelic visitation? Sadly, no. I always told myself that striving for perfection was wrong, and that I should fix it, but it kept being delayed until the next test, the next project, the next dance. Suddenly, it was senior year, and I confronted my evil foe in the guise of the common application essays. In an attempt to generate a possible essay, Mrs. Ray commanded us to write an essay inspired by the novel The Things We Carried, of what we were burdening ourselves with. As soon as I heard the prompt, my conscience threw the mental gauntlet, and I had been challenged to excavate my very worst flaw and expose my soul to the world for judgment. Nonetheless, although I had acknowledged the magnitude of my vice to myself, there was still nothing I could do about it that would not send me down the tangled path of self-improvement once again. That is the answer, though. I can do nothing on my own. In Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, Rodion Romanovich Raskolnikov is burdened by living under the reign of mere mortals while considering himself an extraordinary being. This hubris leads to a reckoning that Raskolnikov, even with the cleverness he values so highly, cannot disentangle himself. He is only saved through grace and love. Though all of us are quick to distance ourselves from this description, we all have a bit of Raskolnikov about us, a talent that in the deep recesses of our minds we feel makes ourselves extraordinary. This year, I finally learned that pursuing this talent, thinking that these ambitions will bring success, leaves one hollow. I can never achieve true success on my own, but like Philippians 4:13 states, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Every human, even a Galahad, needs a love beyond themselves, a love to keep them humble. So, if you have learned nothing from this speech, am I telling you to abandon your schoolwork in the name of humility? No. Leo Tolstoy wrote, "If you look for perfection, you will never be content." Striving, ambition, these are both good things, but you can't start defining yourself by your success, or when you inevitably slip under the pressure of extraordinary, you will find yourself as confused and conflicted as Raskolnikov. Ultimately, I urge you to find someone, something, be it faith or friends, who loves you unconditionally but does not hesitate to point out your flaws. Only then will we be pulled down from the perch of perfect, extraordinary persons and learn to embrace the imperfect beauty of the ordinary. Thank you.